have seen? Can anyone tell? Tim, can anyone tell? Have seen? Can anyone tell? Team, can anyone tell what are the
Yes, sir. May I, sir?
Yes.
Sir,
Yeah, please tell.
So cognitive restructuring.
Sir,
Yes.
and distraction technique and relaxation techniques. These three are the techniques.
In distraction technique, we have seen several aspects.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So what are the things we have seen in distraction technique?
Sir, the grounding technique, that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Okay.
That is one. And
Then,
I also use the 3, 3, 3 technique, sir.
now, what are the things we have seen?
Yes, sir. So focus on us object and sensory over awareness.
Then,
And the pleasant memories
okay.
and counting things from 100 to back counting.
Okay. Then,
Finding pulse.
okay.
And the stop theory, sir, STOP.
Okay. So, there are three types of technique which we use. One is a distraction techniques, cognitive restructuring techniques, and relaxation techniques. Okay. Now, the distraction techniques, cognitive restructuring techniques already we have seen. Okay. Cognitive restructuring, it is primary to structure the basic thought process, changing the thought process. So cognitive, this restructure can be directive as well as non-directive. In afternoon program, we have seen a method wherein we can restructure the thought in a directive way. So whoever has not attended the session, will be sharing the YouTube video, kindly see it. Okay. So we have seen a very live case and discussed today at 4 o'clock. Then relaxation exercise. Okay. Now, distraction technique we have completed. Okay. So focus on the object, sensory awareness, counting back from 100 to hundreds in sevens. Okay. Thinking of animals beginning with any particular letter. Okay. See, these are the aspects. Certainly you can tell. Okay. For example, yeah. So please be on the video as far as possible. Yeah, Rashmi?
Sir?
Yeah,
Sir,
Rashmi.
100 to 7. What is this?
100 in sevens, backwards. See, from 100, if you are asking people to count in twos, now in backwards, they will count very easily. 98, 96, 94, 92. Isn't it? They will count it very easily.
Yes.
But if you want to count it in sevens, 100, then
93,
then
86.
But it cannot come with this flow, na? Like this,
Yeah.
100, 98, 96, 94, 92.
Yeah.
That cannot come with that speed. So
Yes.
people will stop. Yeah.
Sir, one question. May I ask a question, sir? Sir.
Yes.
Sir, this technique can be used to improve the focus of the person.
It is to bring them to the awareness, a distraction. See, distraction. A client is coming to the counseling. Okay, he tells, I am having anxiety. Okay, we have to understand the very basic. He says, sir, I am having some anxiety issues. Okay, anxiety issues. I have fear. Okay, suppose for example, fear of ghost. I have fear of ghost. So you start talking about it. When you start talking about it, what will happen is, we are having two nervous system, na? Sympathetic nervous system and parasympathetic nervous system. When he starts answering your questions, he may be in parasympathetic nervous system. You will put him in relaxation exercise. You will do the grounding techniques, and then slowly you will be asking, okay, may I know when is that it has happened the last time? Slowly you will be asking. He will also start answering. At that point of time, he may be in parasympathetic nervous system. When he starts recollecting the incident, sir, it so happened one day night at 12 o'clock, I heard a knock in the door, and I woke up, and slowly I was walking towards the door. When I opened the door, nobody was there, but I was able to feel a fragrance. Immediately I closed the door, but I felt something has entered my room. Like that, suppose if he is telling, okay, when he is telling, what will happen? Slowly he will go into the sympathetic nervous system, because even when he was talking, the fear will engulf him. The fear and all other emotions will start engulf him, and slowly from parasympathetic to sympathetic nervous system he will go. Now, you cannot do counseling when somebody is in sympathetic nervous system. Now, you have to bring him to parasympathetic nervous system. When that will happen? When he is in awareness. So you have to distract his attention. Okay, yeah, I understood. So this is what happened. Okay, so now just I want you to do an activity. Can you take just 3 deep breaths? Can you take? Acha, okay. So just place your hands here. Place your hands here, and just do the deep breathing that you can tell. Or place your hands here. Okay. Breathe in, breathe out, and try to feel the pressure. To distract his attention. So the counting in sevens, that is one aspect. The other aspect is thinking of animals beginning with any particular word. Okay. For example, Chetana. Chetana. Chetana is not able to open the mic. Yeah.
Sir.
Chetana, can
Yes,
you
sir.
recollect any animals? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Birds starting with the letter P.
Peacock or peahen, parrot.
Then. Now what happens? What Chetana does? She does like this, she does like this, she does like this. What happens? She starts thinking. When a person thinks, he cannot be in the sympathetic nervous system. The moment someone starts thinking about something which is not having any emotions, she might not have any emotions with peacock, any negative emotions with peacock. She may not have any negative emotions with a peahen, isn't it? So what will happen is, it will distract and he will come to parasympathetic nervous system. So the distraction technique what we use, it is to bring the people to the parasympathetic nervous system. One, that means we are bringing him to the present. That means we are bringing him to awareness. Is awareness. Then again we will be asking. Then again he will go back. Then again we will be coming back. That's why actually this is a grounding technique. We may be doing 2 or 3 times during the counseling based on the requirement. Based on the requirement. Now, the next one is, you can ask about the pleasant memories. Why? That is one of the distraction technique. Why? Why this can be used?
Because this is also kind of distraction from the actual agonizing memories or something like that.
Preferably, mostly what will happen? When you recollect.
Positive emotions will come. Happy or positive, yes.
Parasympathetic nervous system will get triggered. When you are thinking about the positive things, what will happen? Isn't it? So here, what you can do is, instead of simply giving, asking them to get the memory of the beautiful past things, okay, you can use art therapy. You can use art therapy. What you can tell them is, okay, Take a paper quickly. Take a paper and pencil. Take a paper and pencil. Bye. Good start. Shut down. Take a paper. Achha, okay. Now what I want you to do is, you have two hands. Okay. For you, which one reflects the present and which one reflects the past? I will ask you. Okay, Nirmala, can you tell? Team, whoever is in the video, I will be asking them. Okay. If you want me to ask the question, please come on the video. Okay. I cannot ask any questions to people who are not on the video.
The right hand is the present and left hand is the past.
Left hand is past, past, and right hand is
Present.
no. I am asking which one represents past, which one represents future.
Okay. Left hand is the past and right hand is the future.
Right hand is the future for you. Okay. Now, take your right hand. Put it in the paper. Okay. Draw the right hand. Okay. And write 5 things. Write in each finger. In each finger, write the 5 things which you would like to achieve in your future. Okay. Yeah. Come on, quick.
Sir, if someone says left is my future, then?
Yeah, the same thing. Put your left and start drawing.
Because it's easy to draw left hand on a paper.
We are going to draw both. The only thing is, we are not going to assume that for Rashmi, right represents this and left represents this. I am not going to assume. I am going to ask the client, what is that represents to you, and keep that hand and write. We will not assume that the client will, for client, this will be the thing. Yeah. The 5 things. Yeah, come on, quick team. Yeah. No. Okay. Now, so definitely the opposite hand will be reflecting your past. So I'll be asking the client to draw the other hand, past, draw it, okay, and write in the fingers. Okay. 5 things which you have achieved in the past. Future, what is that you are going to achieve? In past, what is that you have achieved? Okay. Now, when you do this exercise, some clients may tell. What is it they will tell? I have no achievement.
I have achieved nothing.
I have achieved nothing. Okay. In that case, then you have to ask, okay, are you married? Yes. You got married, that is an achievement. Isn't it? Marriage is achievement. Somebody is ready to marry you. Isn't it? That is an achievement. Do you have children? Yes, I have 1 child. Achievement. Isn't it?
Yes.
So we have to tell them, these all are achievements. It is not that if you have a child, that is, having a child is a boon, isn't it? Now, this is a distraction technique, but it will also serve as a starting point for the client to see the positive things in his life. See, during counseling, you don't get a chance to talk about the positive aspects in other ways. So these kind of distractive aspects, it will act as an icebreaker. Actually, only in training, people say icebreaker is required. Okay, icebreaker is required. What I suggest is, even in counseling, you should have icebreakers. Because in training, we conduct icebreaker. Why? Because people will be like ice. They will be very cold. They will not move with others. Okay. They will not be in contact with people. So we do icebreakers. Even in counseling, we should have icebreakers because we may not be in contact with our own self. We may not be in contact with our own self. We may not be. So this kind of distraction technique will be very useful. Okay. We have only 5 more minutes, then we will start Socratic questioning. Okay. Okay, memorable, pleasant memories, we can talk. Okay, absorbing activities. Activities, please mute your calls, team. Someone has not muted the call. Yeah. Activities which occupy both mind and body alike. Crosswords, puzzles, playing tennis may help to distract the unhealthy thoughts. For some clients, certain activities don't require much attention like ironing. Therefore, such activities can be combined with activities like listening to music. When you are giving homework, you can tell them do this. Okay. One of the activity for you can give to people in the home when you are in home. Okay. Particularly for the people who come with this depression and anxiety and all. Okay. One activity which will help them a lot is ask them, keep a paper in front of you, somewhere keep a paper, okay. Right from morning, okay. For doing all the activities except eating, okay, except eating, even for eating, if you want, you can use it. Use your non-dominant hand. Use your non-dominant hand. Suppose, for example, you want to take the soap, in which hand you will take? Right hand. Use the non-dominant hand. So when they start practicing the, what will happen? What will happen?
So they will try to concentrate more if they're using the non-dominant hand, and they will be very careful while doing it. So their thoughts may be focused on only what they are doing rather than unconsciously thinking something and doing something.
The mind will not drift. The mind will not drift.
They will be mindful, sir.
Yeah, mindful. They will become mindful. Ask them to do the things in the non-dominant hand. That is one thing. Okay.
Sir, sorry, sir. Can you please little define the non-dominant hand? I am unable to understand this.
Non-dominant hand means, suppose which hand you use for writing?
Right hand.
Tomorrow onwards, start doing it in left hand.
Writing with the left hand?
Try non-dominant hand.
Okay.
Left hand. Left hand is non-dominant hand. What will happen is, when you are trying,
right,
you become conscious, isn't it? You become conscious. Not that everything I will be, just for example, I told this one, okay? Or otherwise, the taking of the soap, okay? Suppose I'm going to drink coffee. Use non-dominant hand. This is one of the activities.
Okay. I'm sorry, I could not get the word end. I was thinking the end. Hand, it's hand.
No problem. See, everything, even I may not be able to understand certain things. Absolutely no problem. Anything can be there, you can ask. So using the non-dominant hand will help the people to come in contact with the present. Any activity which helps you and the client to come to the present. That is a distraction. And see that is fun. That is fun. That is encouraging. That is motivating. And that is energizing. That is energizing. One of the ways, a few of the aspects which I use in my counseling will be very peculiar. These are the things you cannot find it in any books. Okay. For example, I told one person, okay, tomorrow when you are walking inside the home, okay, when you are walking inside the home, okay, only inside the home, not outside. When you are walking in the home, tomorrow I want you to walk one eye closed. Close your one eye and walk. Now the thing is, what will happen now? When you close your one eye and walk, you have to put more effort. You have to put more effort. Only for one day. Because we want to arrest the thought. See, a thought is coming again and again. My sister is not respecting me. My sister is doing that. My sister is doing that. That is what he was going on telling. My sister is against me. My sister is against me. My sister is against me. Now the thought has to stop. How it will stop? When you start concentrating on something else, it will stop. So close your one eye and inside the house, not in kitchen, not in kitchen. So I asked him in the before end itself, do you cook? He told, no, I never cook. I told, okay, that's very nice. Then I gave him. So you have to choose when you are giving the activity, you have to be very careful.
Sir, in case of non-intrusive thoughts are coming, then we can use these type of activities.
Yes.
Okay.
Because for the patients with anxiety and depression, they will
Yes.
get intrusive thought. Nowadays, even without anxiety and depression, people are getting intrusive thought. The boys, when they come now, boys and girls, nowadays when they come, they say, sir, this love is intrusive thoughts. Love, always love, thinking of, always I am thinking about the girl, or always I am thinking about the boy. Intrusive thought. He is not having anxiety, he is not having any depression.
Yes.
Going on thinking about the opposite sex. Okay.
Yes.
So, lovers. Okay.
Sir,
Distractive
what-
technique. Distract.
Sir, one live example, I want to ask something. A lady
Yeah.
came to me, asked me to have some counseling for her. She used to wash her hand again and again in the day. And even if she goes one to the washroom basin, she washed and 3 times, at least 3 times. So I can use this technique, I think.
Yes, definitely you can use it. And very nice. Only she is doing 3 times.
Yes.
I have seen very many people, they don't come out of it.
Yes.
Someone should come and shout, hey, kindly go out.
Yes. But she is doing 3 times every time.
Doing like this. Okay.
Yeah.
We have seen. Okay. Now it is 7 o'clock. We will go into Socratic questioning. Tomorrow also we will be meeting 30 minutes earlier to discuss that because this portion was not completed. The technique was not completed. Okay. So tomorrow also 30 minutes earlier we will meet. Is there any problem?
Sir, this is excellent. Thank you very much for this session. We have learned a lot in this half an hour.
Thank you very much. Now we will go into Socratic questioning. Socratic questioning is also CBT. Please understand, Socratic questioning is not something else. Socratic questioning, it is part and parcel of CBT. The part and parcel of CBT, one of the key element is Socratic questioning. Okay. So there are few people joined only for this Socratic questioning. Hope people have joined. Okay. So let us start a small game. Okay, small game. Okay. Otherwise, we will wait for 2 more minutes. I think even our we are all very good in punctuality. Those people may join. So I will give you one more technique. Then we will go for Socratic, so that people will join. Okay. One of the beautiful technique, it is from art therapy. It is from art therapy. See, what you can do is, one is you can, yeah, Tim, please take a paper. Please take a paper. Take a paper and pen. Okay. 2 minutes time. Okay.
Sir, I think you should take some 2 minutes break to eat something, so we can wait
No
there.
problem. No problem. No rest here. Just take a paper. What I want you to do is draw your home. 2 minutes time. Simple. Draw your home. Yeah, start. And I want every one of you to draw. 2 minutes.
So draw the home.
Draw your home. No other question will be answered. Don't ask any other question. Okay? No other questions. Draw your home. Okay? No questions allowed. The team who have, if anybody is joining now, please take a paper and a pencil, draw your home. Okay? Okay? Okay. Now, can you people show your drawing on the camera? Show your drawing on the camera. Show the drawing on the camera. Okay, I am putting Chaitana on a spotlight. Okay, Chaitana, can you show it one more time? Yeah, Chaitana. Okay. Okay, very nice. Okay, now, anyone else? I am showing Nirmala. Okay. Nirmala ma'am, can you show it? Yeah. Can you show it? Yeah. That was very nice. Okay. Can you show Abdullah? Abdullah. Yeah, Abdullah. Very nice.
Yes, sir.
Abdullah, can you show it one more time? Yeah, Abdullah, that is very fine. That is very nice. Okay, very nice. Then I would like to watch Acha. Okay, Rupashri, that was very nice. Rupashri, that was very nice. Okay, Dr. Jaya Verma, Dr. Jaya Verma. Dr. Jaya Verma, can you share it in the video if possible? Yeah, a little bit back. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Very nice. Okay. Now, now the simple question. Your home means with people. Okay. I asked you to draw the home. Why that many people have not included people in the home? Your home is with people, isn't it?
Because
Home
you
is
did
not a
Included
physical
it.
structure.
Sir, I included.
say family,
Yeah.
sir.
Okay. Okay. Now, 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Someone has included and someone has not included. There is a difference, na? This is what you can ask the client. Why? What is that made you? Whether is it that I'm thinking home means a physical structure? Have you drawn people in it or not? Okay. Sometimes people will draw only a few people. Okay. Once a person has drawn husband, wife, okay, his father and mother and his children, he has drawn. Okay. I asked him, okay, tell me about your wife. He told, sir, her name is okay. What about her parents? They are alive? He told, yeah, yes, sir, they are alive. So why you have not included in the home then? You have included your father and mother. Why that you have not included your wife, father and mother? They are also part of your home, na? No, sir. They are not part of my home, sir. Then problem will definitely come, na? You understand that these are the activities. It can work as a distraction technique also. It can give you some valuable information. A valuable information about the personality who is sitting in front of. It can give you many aspects. Okay. Now, I think people have joined. We will go into the Socratic questioning. We will start with a game. We will start with a small game. And then we will go into the thing. Okay. So, I'm opening the chat box. Come to the chat box. Okay. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. Okay. Okay. Lakshmi Rao, team, as far as possible, please come on the video. Particularly the new people who have joined. Please come on the video. It will be very nice. Yeah, Lakshmi Rao.
Yes,
Lakshmi
sir.
Rao.
Yes, sir.
What is your name?
Lakshmi Rao, sir.
Lakshmi Rao. Okay. Now, I asked her what is her name. She has given me the, she answered me. Okay. Sir, Lakshmi Rao, sir. Okay. Now, I want you to ask the same question in different way, but you should get more information. Okay. Think different ways. Think different ways. Okay. You should get not only the name, other information also, but only one question you have to ask. Not only one question, but you should not have what is your name, what is your father name, what is your mother name. Okay. Put it in the chat box. Put it in the chat box. You have to ask. Okay, you have to get not only the name and more details, but only one question you have to ask. Vinodini Narendran, tell me about you. Very nice. Tell me about you. Tell me about yourself. Can you give me a short introduction about you? Super. Tell me about you. Who are you? Who are you? Yeah. Okay, tell me about you. Introduce yourself. May I know about you? How do you want us to address you? For this question, I think they may ask, they may tell a simple answer. Can you tell me something about you? Give your details, please. Give your details, please. That looks very, what do you call it? Nice question, but no, see, when everybody is traveling in one boat, Swami is traveling in another boat. Swami, I want you to ask the question, not give the answer. Ask the question. See, don't answer. Even Shilpa is also. Acha, Shilpa, that is very nice. Afterwards, she has added. See, for Shilpa, for this question also, you will get only the name. I want not only the name. You should be able to get more information, means how you will get the, how that you can get. Not only the name. You have to ask me something. In that you should ask, I will be answering my name also, and I will be telling more things also. In that case, how that I will ask. Shiva Keshavali, that is what I am telling. Shiva Keshavali, now only the Pandora box is opening. Okay. In Avatar, slowly it is opening. Now only we are opening the Socratic Questioning. So immediately I cannot go to the 12th standard. Achha, okay. Now I will give you some other question. Okay. I will give you some other question. I will give you some other. I will tell you some other thing. More information if you want how you will ask the question. Okay. Suppose think that you are in counsel. Think that you are in counseling. Okay. I will give you the situation. Okay. Today I did a counseling. 4 o'clock we discussed about this counseling. Okay. Yeah, a woman is having 2 children. Okay. One in 10th standard, one in 7th standard. She approached that I have anger problem. Okay. Now, you would like to know more about her anger. Okay. See, she should be able to vomit. Okay. She should be able to vomit. Vomit means more things should come. Okay. She is 43 years old, having 2 children. One is studying in 10th standard, one is studying in 5th standard. She comes to you for counseling. She has told all these things. She tells that I am having anger issue, so that I have come for counseling. You will have to ask one question, and she has to talk minimum for 5 minutes. Okay. About her problem. Okay. How that you can ask the question. Okay. Yeah. And I want every one of you to read how others put. She tells, see, I'm getting anger, and for that only I have come to counseling. Her background I have given. You have to ask one question, and she has to tell the various details about the her anger. Rashi Jain, very nice. Rupashri, can you tell me about your family? But that will not, anger will not come. Nirmala, very nice. So, can you give me the recent situation you were anger? Okay. That is only one situation you will get. That question you will ask after this question. First, getting the general aspect. Getting the general aspect. That was very nice. I want every one of you to read Elilarasi Mahadevan. Adults and children are not easy to handle. What do you think? She will start vomiting everything. See, this is how the question. See, all our questions. See, this one question, it stands out. Elilarasi. See, adults and children are not easy to handle. What do you think? Yes, ma'am. Then she will start vomiting. Okay. So when you are reading all these questions, okay, when you read all these questions, how many of you feel that a simple question, but how many ways of answering are really it is nice, isn't it? Simple, very simple. But there are many ways of asking the same thing. Yes or no? Sir, we cannot see you. You are all able to see me now? See me, see me, see me. Yes or no, yeah? You are able to see me? Okay, now we will go into the Socratic questioning in detail. Okay. வந்த நாள் முதல் இந்த நாள் வரை வானம் மாற okay, is it visible? Is it visible? Is it visible, team? Yeah. Chetna, is it visible?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, that's all. Now, let us see what is Socratic questioning. Okay. Can anyone read this? Chetna? Chetna or Rupashri, anyone? Rupashri?
I know you won't believe me, but the highest form of human excellence is to question oneself and others. Socrates.
Okay. So I know you won't believe me, but the highest form of human excellence is to question oneself and others.
Sir,
No,
you
the-
have pinned,
Sir, you are not visible, sir.
sir, you have pinned Dr. Jaya Verma, unpin, sir.
Acha. Is it okay now? I have removed everyone from the page.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now.
Yes, sir.
It's okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So this is what Socrates has told. And he used to, Socrates used to do many marvelous things. Okay. Once what happened, someone came to Socrates and asked it, sir, I want success. I want to achieve success. Can you tell me the ways in which I can achieve success? Socrates told, okay, you come along with me. Okay. Socrates is tall and big. Okay. He took that person to the nearby sea. He started walking on the sea along with that person. Okay. He was putting the hands and he started walking. The water level came up to here, up to here, up to here. The water level came and he was going on walking. Socrates was walking along with that person. That person was in fear. The water was coming here, coming here, coming here, coming here. Okay. Then Socrates, what he did, he just put his hand here and he pushed him inside. He pushed him inside. Now he was trying to come out. He was trying to come out and Socrates was pushing him down. He was pushing him down and he was coming out. This was going on, happening for some time. Then suddenly Socrates removed his hand. He came out of the water. So what is it you are trying to do? What is it you are trying to do? Then Socrates asked him, when you were inside the water, what is that you wanted? What is that you wanted most? He told, I wanted air. I wanted to breathe. For that breathe, how much you try, how much you put your soul and mind. Okay, if you put the same amount of soul and mind, you will be able to breathe. Now, this Socrates could have told very easily also. But when you tell something, when you answer a question, when you answer a question without answering, okay, that brings more aspect. And that is what Socratic questioning. Socratic questioning is bringing out the answer from the client himself. Bringing out the truth from the client himself. Bringing out the solution from the client himself. This is called guiding discovery. And guiding discovery is what Socratic questioning. When we are questioning, our total aim is not to understand the facts and figures. By asking questions, our motto should be to make the client understand the solution for the problem. When you ask the question itself, the client should be able to understand, okay, now I'm able to understand. That is what called guiding discovery. Now, how that guiding discovery can be done? So he has given some very nice tools. That is what we are going to see. So highly practical aspects. Yeah. Please go ahead, anyone.
May I?
Yeah, please go ahead.
Questioning is a uniquely powerful tool for unlocking value in organizations. It spurs learning and the exchange of ideas. It fuels innovation and performance improvement. It builds rapport and trust among team members, and it can mitigate business risk by uncovering unforeseen pitfalls and hazards.
And that is equally applicable to counseling also. Here, questioning, I have given from the angle of coaching. Okay. Coaching is actually this guiding discovery or this Socratic questioning. This is used in CBT. This is used more in life coaching. Life coaching is much more tougher than counseling. Life coaching, particularly which happens in organization, that is a tougher one. One step, maybe we cannot compare both. So it is being used in organizations also, it is being used in the counseling also. And it is a powerful tool, and it unlocks the value. It unlocks the value, and it spurs out learning. It spurs out learning. So for the client, it will be a learning. Yeah. Yeah, please go ahead. Yeah, please go ahead. Who was reading it?
Yes, sure. Dating back to the 1970s, research suggests that people have conversation to accomplish some combination of two major goals: information exchange and impression management. Effective questioning is one way of improving your impression management. Asking a lot of questions unlocks learning and improves interpersonal bonding. Don't ask, don't get. Be a good listener. Dale Carnegie advised in his 1936 classic, How to Win Friends and Influence People. Ask questions the other person will enjoy answering. More than 80 years later, most people still fail to heed Carnegie's sage advice.
Ask questions the other person will enjoy answer. Ask perfect questions to get the perfect answers. Ask the correct questions to get the correct answers. If I ask a wrong question, I will get the wrong answer. So actually, when we do conversation with others, we do conversation for two aspects. One is information exchange. The another one is to impress people. Now, to impress people, asking questions helps more. There are world famous questions which has made many leaders go to the top aspect. Many questions. So those questions we will discuss. So the best approach for a given situation depends on the goals of conversation. That is a Socratic question. So what is Socratic method? Socratic method is a method of guided discovery in which the therapist asks a series of carefully sequenced questions to help to define problems, assist in the identification of thoughts and beliefs, examine the meaning of events, assess the ramification of a particular thoughts or behavior. Now, hereafter, I will be talking about counseling and Socratic questioning. Okay, but I want you to pay attention to life coaching also. Look at it from the life coaching angle also, from the perspective of the organizations. From the perspective of the organization, suppose tomorrow you are going to your organization where the executive tells that I am having stress issue. Okay, so when you are giving to when you give to him, it is not counseling, it is life coaching. Always turning things to life coaching is better for you as far as the remuneration is concerned. Revenue remuneration is concerned, life coaching brings more revenue. So we will be talking about counseling, but this can be applied in life coaching also. So it is a method of guided discovery. So we are guiding the client to discover. We are guiding the client to discover, in which the therapist asks a series of carefully sequenced questions. The questions are sequenced 1, 2, 3, 4. What is to be asked first? What is to be asked second? And what is to be asked fourth? This helps in define problems. What is the problem? To define the problem, the question has to help. 1. Assist in the identification of thoughts and beliefs. And this is what the belief of backbone of CBT and REBT. So what is the full form for REBT?
The rational emotive behavior therapy.
Rational emotive behavior therapy. So there we could talk about irrational beliefs. Now in cognitive behavior therapy, we talk about automatic negative thoughts. Guided discovery helps in identification of thoughts and beliefs. Examine the meaning of events. Suppose today a woman tells, sir, because of my 2 children always fighting, sir. Because of that, I am getting angry. Examine the meaning of events. This is the situation. This is the event. The children are shouting, and I am getting angry. Examine the meaning of events. It is not the situation. It is not the thing which they are shouting that creates the problem. The meaning I attach to the shouting. My 2 children are fighting. I attach a meaning for it. We all attach a meaning for everything. You attach a meaning for this training program. You attach a meaning for your own self. You attach a meaning for others. You attach meaning for your friends, isn't it? The meaning is responsible for the behavior. Assess the ramification of a particular thought or behavior. This is what cited by Beck and was in 2011. This is the definition. Acha, okay. Yeah, can anyone read?
Yes. How do I know what questions to ask? How do I know whether I'm asking proper and effective questions? Compare the following questions with the questions in the second slide. Why did you choose this training? How this training will help you? What did you already know about CBT? Do you think it is a mistake to ask questions without a goal in mind?
So this is 3 questions, okay? This is 3 questions, okay? So during counseling or life coaching or mentor, the initial problem, the students who just finished psychology, okay, completely theoretical background, even the experienced people. They may know whether I am asking a right kind of questions. A doubt may come, a self-doubt. How do I know what questions to ask? The first thing. The second thing is whether I am asking proper and effective questions. Now, there are three questions here. Why did you choose this training? How this training will help you? Okay. Rinku Jain. Rinku,
Yes, sir.
can you answer for this question? Why did you choose this training? How this training will help?
Sir, I chose this training to upskill myself as I've already completed my MA in psychology and I've been into teaching and guiding students from past 22 years. And with whom I'm working, there also I'm teaching to MA psychology students. And I want to know more how the techniques work actually, so that I can teach also and apply to my students to get the best out of them.
Thank you very much. So, Rinku Jain, so what do you already know about CBT before joining this program? What do you already know?
It was just like theoretical what we learned in the MA psychology course, that CBT is a technique to change your behavior, attitudes, basically, and theoretically, like if you have negative thoughts, then how you change, how the actions, consequences take place, and if you change them to positive thoughts, how it will affect your life or the behavior of that particular person. And CBT is like more problem to problem focused, like taking one problem at a time and then changing it at that way. That was my background, but applied part was lacking.
Okay. So do you think it is a mistake to ask questions without a goal in mind?
Sorry, sir, can you please, it's a mistake.
Do you think so when you ask questions to others, okay, do you think it is a mistake to ask questions without your goal in mind?
Yes, sir. Like if we go on asking questions randomly, we will reach nowhere. It will lead to somewhere else. But if we are having a target question, like if you are targeting a behavior, for example, and then putting our questions accordingly, then it will give us more better results.
Very nice, very nice. Okay. Now, Rinku,
Yes, sir.
I'm going to ask another set of questions. Okay. Let me ask to someone else. Okay. Anyone else can join? Anyone else? Say a hi.
Yeah.
Who likes to join me? I have.
Sir,
Anyone
can I-
else? Yeah, Elilas. Yeah, Elilas. Elilas, have you ever been in CBT training before? What did you learn? And how did that turn out? What do you think you need?
Yes, I've been into CBT training before, and I learned. Of course, I started believing, like, the thoughts. If you change the thoughts, the behavior the behavior will also change. So decided behavior can be obtained. So I started understanding about the thoughts and the behavior, the connection between that. So, but I was lacking a stepwise procedure, like how to devise a stepwise procedure, because I tried it also, but this is more a stepwise procedure is being given. So I'm empowered much.
Gotcha. So what do you think you need more?
I need more is the stepwise procedure, like, more a practical way of approaching things. So that is what I felt I was lacking.
Okay. What do you know now that you didn't know then? What do you know now that you didn't know then?
Yeah, it's about the small tools that was taught, small tools that was there. Of course, it can be easily applied. So the tools really empowered me now.
The tools like?
Which I was, for example, like the thought diary, like, how you can make it in a better way, how to write it and things, all those small, it's like the small Excel sheets, which can be really used for the clients and also for us to understand, both of us. And then small procedures, small models, which were really useful in understanding the client. and also going ahead with the therapy and how to end the therapy. So
Very good.
those tools were more empowering. Yeah.
Now, there is a difference between these three questions. See, this question, these three questions, and these three questions, both are same. Both are same, but asked in a different way. The second set of questions, it is a guiding discovery questions. The first set of questions, mostly it will give you a closed-end answer, whereas the second one, guiding discovery, it will give you most authentic answers, and you will be able to open up the client more. So the second set of question is called guiding discovery questions. For example, do you think that having a goal in mind and asking questions will not fetch authentic information? This question. And do you think it is a mistake to ask question without a goal in mind? So both the questions, it differ in nature. The second one will fetch more answer. So we know what is cognitive behavioral therapy, so that I am not going into those things. So what is Socratic questioning look like? It look like this. That is, it is a tool. You're going to, when you're going to war, you will be taking more aspects, isn't it? You'll be taking talwar, all these things. So when we go to counseling and life coaching, we have to take these aspects. It is like this. So here is the man, and this is the man who propounded it. So why it is Socratic? The Socratic method takes its name from Socrates, the Greek Athenian philosopher, who avoided the use of direct teaching and instead used inquiry to encourage students to reach their own conclusions. He avoided the use of direct teaching and instead used inquiry to encourage students to reach their own conclusions. I have to reach to my own conclusions. As a therapist, now what is that we are going to do is, we are not going to do a direct confrontational aspects, direct questions, but we are going to ask inquiry questions so that the client is able to come to their own conclusions, whether what I am doing is correct or not. Inquiry. For example, today the ma'am, when I was telling sir, the children were shouting and they were climbing, and the neighbor is very much disturbed, and it is also irritating me. It is also irritating me. I asked a simple question to her. Ma'am, have you ever seen autism kids? Can you just tell about it? Can you just tell about it? Have you ever went to a school, challenged people, okay, deaf and dumb? Have you ever gone there? Have you ever visited the house wherein a person who, the autism kid is there? Have you ever spoken with the father and mother? When I ask this question, okay, what will happen indirectly? My children is always fighting. They are running here and there. They are irritating. When your children run, when your children shout, why is it you feel irritated? The moment I ask the question, have you ever visited any family wherein autism kid is there? She told yes. How is their family? What is that mother or father they usually tell? Suppose if their son starts shouting and playing and doing the things which your child is doing, how they will feel? How they will feel? Do you think they will feel? How they will feel? So what they will tell? They will tell, sir, they will feel very happy. It is to encourage to come to their own conclusion. That is, if the child, when they climb the stairs, if they are shouting and climbing, it is not a sin. It is not unhelpful thing. It is not a negative behavior. It is the meaning I have attached. When they are shouting and climbing, I am attaching a meaning to it. I am attaching a meaning to it. That meaning creates the problem. I cannot teach anybody anything. I can only make them think. This is what the guiding discovery all is about. This is what, if you start having it in your mind when you are doing counseling, you cannot take the donkey. You can take the donkey to the pond. You can take the horse to the pond, but you can never make the horse to drink the
Water.
You can. If you make them think, then they will understand and they will try to follow your aspects. So that non-directive counseling sometimes is much more successful. Sometimes, not always. Directive is required. So this is one of the aspects we have to always keep it in our mind. To know is to know that you know nothing. This is the meaning of true knowledge. So these are the great words said by Socrates. To know is to know that you know nothing. That is the meaning of true knowledge. That is, when we are sitting in front of the client, if we assume that I understand all his problems, I'm able to understand, I'm able to know is to know that you know nothing of it. That is a true knowledge. The unexamined life is not worth living. So these are the very famous lines. Now let us go very deep into the Socratic question. What is the question? A sentence, a phrase, or word that asks for information or is used to test someone's knowledge. Doubt or uncertainty about something. This is what Merriam-Webster dictionary says. What is the question? Now, yeah, Yelirasi, can you just read this?
Yes.
What
Sir.
is the question? Yeah.
Plan. A cognitive therapist can guide without knowing where she and the client are going to end up. In guiding discovery, the therapist asks questions to understand the client's view of things, not to simply change the client's mind. As a result, the client is more active after a period in which the therapist and client look together to discover what is in the client's mind and experience. The therapist begins asking how the client would like things to be different and what the client could do to bring about this change. Finally, the therapist plans collaboratively with the client.
So one aspect in CBT, the first and foremost principle, that is, CBT is a collaborative approach. It is a collaborative approach between the client and the therapist. So a cognitive therapist can guide without knowing where she and the client are going to end up. When I start, I do not know how things will be. In guiding discovery, the therapist asks questions just not to make the client reframe the thoughts. See, we all use the word reframing. Guiding discovery is not just reframing the things. It is the reframing has to happen in the mind of the client, not in the brain. Most of the time, the reframing which happens in the brain, if it is not passing on to the mind, no change occurs. Many people know that smoking cigarette is injurious to health. That is being shown everywhere. That is known to the brain. But it is not translated to the mind. That is why people, they go on smoke. So reframing, if you reframe only the brain, the success cannot be achieved. The success is achieved when it is transformed into the mind. Then only the guiding discovery takes place. That is what the core philosophy of NLP, neuro-linguistic programming. In neuro-linguistic programming, what we tell is always work with logic and mind. Always. Whatever you do with logic and mind. If you do only with logic, it will fail. If you do only with mind, it will fail. always do with logically. Now, not to simply change the client's mind. As a result, the client is more active, because when we ask the questions of guiding discovery, they become more active. We are going to see more of the examples also. After a period of time in which the therapist and client look together to discover what is in the client's mind and experience, the therapist begins asking how the client would like things to be different. See, here actually the therapist begins asking how the client would like things to be different and what the client could do to bring about this change. Finally, the therapist plans collaboratively with the client. Now here, understanding about the Johari window for 2 minutes. Okay. See, what is counseling? Suppose I am the counselor. I am the counselor and Rinku is a counselor. Okay. Rinku is asking questions to me. When Rinku is asking questions to me, after some time, what will happen is, there is a part which I also know, Rinku also know. Open. The open area. Rinku may know what is my name. Rinku know my job title. Rinku may know how many children I have. Rinku may know about my marital status. Suppose whatever things I have told. That is in the open area. There is some of the things which I only know, which Rinku doesn't. Only Rinku knows, only Shokuma knows, which Rinku doesn't. That area I have to bring it to the open area. That is what counseling. Which I only know, Rinku doesn't. Now, how to bring about it? Direct questioning will not bring. Now, recently there was a counseling in which the child was talking with someone and sharing some pornography material. Okay, 11th standard kid. The parents have seen it and they have snatched the mobile phone. Okay. Actually, the father and mother, when they came, they say, "Sir, actually she has put lock." We asked her to open in front of her. And only after a very long battle she opened. And mother said, actually the father has gone to beat the child, then only the child has opened. He told, now only you will open, otherwise so many things have happened. I told, okay, you have beaten the child. Sir, she is having the lock, sir. I know something is happening, but she is not opening the lock. So the child was outside. I was talking with father and mother. I asked the father, sir, I asked the father and mother. So both of you use mobile phones? Yes. So both of you, do you have lock in your mobile phone? Only one question. Do you have lock in your mobile phone? They were sitting, simply they were sitting, they were not answering the question. What it means?
They lock.
They have their phones locked.
They didn't answer. I was waiting. I know that means you are not answering. That means the phone is, both of your phones interlocked, isn't it? Sir, your lock pattern, whether your wife knows it. He was silent. Then I asked him, now you know from where the behavior has come. Why you are hurting the child? Why are you beating the child? Behavior from where it came? Your husband and wife, you think that your wife should not know something and you are locked in your phone. And just like that opposite. Then why are you beating the child? We are not asking something. We ask simply one question. Do you lock your phones? That's all. Everything that goes inside them. So I know once I'm Rinku and Shivakumar is there. So Shivakumar is having something which Rinku doesn't know. Rinku tries to fetch the information. Not only fetching the information. whatever information is there now, which I only know, which Rinku doesn't know, that is not the positive area. So that I am hiding it. Otherwise, I will tell openly. Na? I am hiding it something, either from Rinku, or either from my family, either from my father and mother. I am hiding something. Maybe it is having, maybe 80% negative and 20% maybe. If I tell that may bring some problem to the family, maybe that. But we cannot tell it is 100% positive, isn't it? So bringing that, it is not only bringing the information out. Guiding discovery is when I bring that out into the open area, I am getting benefited and I am learning from it. That learning, if the therapist is able to give, that is guiding discovery. So the question is not simply bring out the information. To bring out the information and also to make the client understand that, okay, what is that I have? These all are the repercussions. These all are the repercussions. So the way in which we ask question, that brings it. That is what guiding discovery. Now, how to ask that? That also we will see it.
Sir, one question, please, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, there is a very important point you raised here. That is how to translate the reframing thing from brain to reframing thing in the mind. Can you say something about that?
Yeah. We are going to, the whole presentation is about that one. Okay. How to reach it to the mind. Okay. So Socratic questioning involves asking the client questions which the client has the power to think and knowledge to answer. 1. Draw the client's attention to information which is relevant to the issue being discussed, but which may be outside the client's current focus. Sir, ma'am, hope both of you use mobile phones? Yes, sir. Whether both of you use a lock in your phone? The question, the client has the power to think and knowledge to answer. 1. Draw the client's attention to information which is relevant to the issue being discussed, but which may be outside the client's current focus. I am beating my child. Whether the father's awareness is there, I have also locked my phone. Is it there or it is not there? It will be there in the awareness or it will not be there in the awareness. I am beating the child. Why you have locked the phone? Why you have locked the phone? Tell me your password. I am beating the child. I have also locked my phone and the password is not known to my wife. Whether it will be in his awareness or it will not be in his awareness.
Not in his awareness.
No, sir, not in an awareness.
Mostly will not be in the awareness. Mostly will not be in the awareness. Move from the concrete to more abstract. Move from the concrete. The concrete is, I have put a lock. The password is not known to my wife. That is concrete. To more abstract. Why that? Why I am not telling to my wife? Because my mobile contains something. If she sees, that will bring a problem. And that is what I am asking my daughter. Move from the concrete to the more abstract. The client can, in the end, apply the new discovery to either re-evaluate a previous conclusion. I am beating my child. Is it correct? Is it correct? Apply the new discovery. I have also locked my phone. I am not giving the password to my wife. Why? If the same thing, if it is done by my child, is it a crime? It is a sin to beat the child. Conclusion, yield or believe or construct a new idea. Re-evaluate a previous conclusion, yield or believe or construct a new idea. The new idea should be, today onwards, I will also I will also not lock the phone. Even if I lock the phone, the password will be known to my wife and to my daughter. Then the child also will start thinking. The child also will think, my father is having a lock, but the lock is known to me. When I lock my phone, my father should know the lock. He will know. She will start thinking now. Making the client to think is guiding discovery. Making the client to think. Yeah. So stage one. Stage one, asking informational questions. Yeah, please go ahead.
Stage one, asking informational questions. The questions asked will follow the guidelines in the definition above. The client will know the answers. They will bring into awareness relevant and potentially helpful information. And these questions will initially strive to make the client's concerns concrete and understandable to both client and therapist.
Now, the stage one. The stage one, what will happen is, the question asked will follow the guidelines. The client will know the answer. My mobile is locked. The password is not known to my wife and to my daughter. They will bring into awareness a relevant and potentially helpful information. Potentially helpful. I have also locked my phone. Helpful information. And these questions will initially try to make the client's concerns concrete. My concern is my daughter has locked the phone, the password is not known, I will beat her. Now it will become concrete. I am also having, whether my father and mother will beat me or my wife will beat me. And understandable to both client and therapist. Now, when they were silent, I told it is conversation. Conversational question. So your silence, it says it all. I think both of you have a lock in your phone. What is your opinion? What is your opinion? Yeah, husband and wife locking the phone and not giving the password to each other is having a trusted relationship. Out of 1 to 10, is trust is there or not? What do you feel, sir? Where you will tell? Most of all, for these kind of questions, client will not answer. Client will not answer means he knows that there is no trust. So that I have locked the phone. Either the client will not answer or the client will sit silently and then he will tell, yeah, maybe 8. I have my own reasons to close. That reason, is it that the wife should not know? No husband can answer this question. You have something. Then he told, sir, actually, I used to transfer money to my mother and she doesn't like it. So I lock the phone. I lock the phone. This is why I lock the phone. Then the things goes on. Okay. So it is understandable to both client and therapist. That is the stage one. Now, yeah, please go ahead.
Stage 2, listening. It is critical that the therapist not just ask questions. She or he must also listen well to the answers. In Socratic questioning, with the goal of changing minds, it often seems that the client's answers to single questions are irrelevant. The therapist is building a case, and as long as most of the questions are answered in the expected direction, the case will be proven. Listen the words and the sentences the client speak from the environment from which he talks.
So listening, the power of listening, always we know it. Active listening and reflective listening. So here it is the reflective listening. Now, listen the words and sentences the client speak from the environment from which he talks. What is the meaning for this? What is the meaning for this? Can anyone explain this? Listen the words and sentences the client speak from the environment from which he talks.
The identification.
Yes.
Listen to words and sentence the client speak from the environment from which he talk. It means to find the core problem, sir. Actively listening, sir.
Sir, is
Yeah,
it the
anyone else?
situation? Is it the situation? Is it related to the situation that he's talking?
Situation and mental state also.
So
See,
might be
So
based on
yeah.
who's beside them, or where actually in what circumstance they were in while answering. It depends on that.
Okay. Now, for example, I am giving counseling. There was a problem. There was a problem. Yeah, a girl comes and she talks about abuse. Okay. You are asking question and she is answering. When she is answering, there are two aspects. One is content, the another one is context. Okay. One is content, one is context. The girl had some abuse and she disapproves all. She doesn't want to marry. She doesn't want to talk with men. She rejects men. She had a abuse. Now, when you are talking with her, when she recollects the things, okay, one is the content. One is the content. Men are dangerous. Men cannot be believed. These all are the thing. The content. It pertains to the present. It pertains to the present. Okay. The context. When it has happened, as it happened now, it has happened in the past. The context pertains to the past. The content is related to the present. Now, what is that we have to make the client is, the content is also of the past. The context is also past. The content is also of the past. Come to the present. Come to the present context. Okay. And look at the present content. What can be the content?
Sir, is it the meaning that is attached to the situation? The whatever happened?
Yeah, see, something has happened 10 years ago. Now I am bringing the meaning for today. But the context, it has happened long. Now here, I'm bringing the content, but the context is different. The context is different. Suppose today I am a teacher. The context is different. That time I was a student. That happened in somewhere in Chennai. Now I'm in London. Context, everything is different. Na? So that content is for that context. Now today the context is different. Guiding discovery is making the client to talk from the present content and present context. I closed the phone. I have also put a lock in my phone. I didn't give the password to my wife. The reason, what is the reason? Sir, I used to send money to my mother and she used to get anger. So I locked it. I used to means what? I used to means what? Is it present or past?
It's a past.
So I used to, sir. I used to, sir, in the past. Are you doing it in the present? No, sir. Now that my mother is no more. When your mother was alive, you used to give amount. Your wife will shout, so you lock the phone. Now your mother is no more. Your mother is no more. Then why you have to lock? The context is different. The content is also different. Man. You are bringing the content. From that context, you are bringing the content. The context has changed. Na? Now your mother is no more. Then you have to change the content also. Na? Most of the people will not change the content. Now, changing this content is what guiding discovery. We have to change the content. Now, is it clear, team, or any doubt? Yeah, please go ahead.
excuse me, sir.
Sir,
Yeah, Virginia. Yeah, Virginia, first Virginia. Yeah.
So in this case, if the client accept is fine. If they get into arguments talking about rights or this is our own rights to have the phone lock or something different, they're not towards our point, means how to go about it, sir.
See, that is what actually now one thing is, Virginia, understanding that we have to bring them to the context and content. Okay. Now there are 6 types of questions. There are 6 types of Socratic questioning, which we are going to discuss. Okay. Now, tomorrow what we are going to do is, we will be discussing the 6 types of questions and also some model questions. Okay. There are 4 stages. The 3rd and 4th stages we will see today. And what are the types of Socratic questions? There are 6 types of Socratic questions. The 6 types we will be discussing tomorrow. Okay. And with more explanations. Okay. What are the different types of questioning? Okay. Then we will be seeing the case study. One case study, the difference between the guiding discovery and other aspects. Okay.
Okay, sir.
These all are the things we will be discussing tomorrow. So far, whatever we have discussed today, my intention was to tell you what is Socratic questioning. Socratic questioning is, as far as Johari window is concerned, I only know, you do not know. That I have to bring it to the open area. I have to bring it to the open area. In Johari window, it is just bringing it to the open area. Guiding discovery is one step above, bringing to the awareness and also to note the pros and cons of what I am hiding. I am hiding something. What is the pros and cons? The reflection. The reflection also I am able to bring. For example, in one incident, what happened? Men, husband and wife, they were not having child. They were not having child. It was almost 7 years over, and they were not having child. The wife has gone and checked, and there is no problem. There is no problem. Absolutely, she was working. The husband was refusing to come to hospital. He was telling that I am taking Ayurveda tablets. I am taking Siddha tablets. Next month it will be okay. Next month it will be okay. If she starts talking a little bit more, he used to use the physical force. The father and mother of the boy, they used to degrade the daughter-in-law. That is, you have come, there is no child in our home, it is because of you. So she was keeping quiet because she was having a sister. She was having a sister. Immediately after marriage, after the 3rd year itself, she knows that husband is having problem, husband is not coming. But when it was in 3rd year, she was not telling to the family, that is to her family, that actually my husband is having problem, he is not coming to the hospital. If I ask physically, he is harassing. She didn't tell because she was having a younger sister. For her also, they were searching for a boy and marriage was to happen. So she thought that if I get divorced at this point of time, that may hurt my younger sister. So she didn't tell to the family. She didn't tell when when it happened on 3rd year. 5th year, the marriage happened and she is settled nicely. After that, she could have told, na? The content she was carrying it even in the 7th year. She was not telling to the parents. So the parents were not knowing that she was into a physical harassment because of his fault. Because of his fault. And she was not having because she was taking the content. Now, as a therapist, the job is to bring the content and context to the present, okay, and to make her realize that she is having the right. She is having the right to discuss this with the father and mother, and to discuss with the husband openly and take any decision she wants. There is no need to undergo physical pain and mental pain. This we have to make her realize. Now this she has to realize on her own. On her own. For that, the questions we will be asking, the 6 type of questioning, we will discuss tomorrow. So joinery window, context and content. Okay. And primarily what is Socratic questioning? This is what we have discussed. Any questions? Otherwise, I will end the session. Anything?
No, sir.
Sir, it actually works, sir, whatever you said, this questioning. Because, can I add a point, sir?
Yeah, please go ahead.
The same problem, I mean, it's not a problem. Like, I just gave my daughters two daughters I have. So I gave them the new mobile phone they just got. And then just I told them like, okay, do you know, like, do you know my password and password? Whenever you want, you can make a call from our mobile phones. They said, yeah, we do calls, and then we can open the phone. We know the passwords and things like that. Then immediately the elder one, she was so sharp. She asked, so you mean to say that you want us to share the password? Then you can lock your phone. Immediately she said, but she understood. Okay.
The message.
It's like,
so that is what very nice. Very nice. Thank you for sharing, Elizabeth. So
they started sharing it now.
See, we are not telling them directly, you share your lock. That we are not telling. We are just telling, see, I am open. Okay, you take your own decision. Now, some people, they may not give it now, but at some point of time, they will give. Some point of time, it will come because they will understand. They will understand a lot of things. Because life goes on teaching people. Na? We have also learned like that only. Isn't it? We have also learned a lot of things like that only. Isn't it? Yeah. Thank you very much, Tim. And some people have asked the morning, the afternoon, the case which I have discussed. People have asked for the screenshot. I will share it. Okay. The numbers and name will not be there. Okay. I had a very peculiar case a day before a study. Very peculiar case in which actually I got a call at night 11 o'clock. A woman called and she told that she is a widow and her son, she feels her son is trying to trying to touch. She feels that there is a bad touch. He is studying in 12th standard. Okay. So how the therapy went? Okay. That will be more of adult content, but you may not know who is the client. Okay. All those things I will erase it. Whoever wants it, you can just text me. Just to know how this, even in that case, I would have used the guiding discount. Okay. Thank you very much.